happens when the world is full of creators, but there's no audience left to watch? We all have a voice, but no one listens. This is the world of the creator crisis, a world of infinite content and the dearth of content consumers. In this video, we'll explore a future that is already upon us, a future shaped by artificial intelligence, endless creative potential spiraling into a tsunami of creative excess, and the spiritual reckoning that is sure to follow. For though it may get dark for a while, what's coming may also be a profound opportunity to reimagine human life on this planet. The creator crisis, a new crisis of audience. Here's what's happening in case you haven't been paying attention. As AI becomes ubiquitous, creating content becomes cheap, fast, and effortless. Books, songs, art, articles, videos, documentaries, you name it. With tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Sora, everyone becomes a creator. Imagine yourself as the next Steven Spielberg, writing, directing, and producing, and perhaps even virtually acting in your own Hollywood-like movies. With the aid of the machines, of course. But while the number of creators is exploding, the number of content consumers is not, alas. That's why we're facing what I call the creator crisis, an oversupply of content and a scarcity of attention. Think about what happened when tech platforms like Amazon and social media sites like this one permitted everyone to become not just a writer but a publisher. Whereas in bygone eras, you had a choice to read between, say, Hemingway, Stephen King, or even J.K. Rowling, today every village idiot trumpets his idiocy to the masses and instantly. It would take a writer like Hemingway years to go from a creative idea to seeing his book in print. Now all we have to do is get angry and click. But this isn't just about economics. It's about human meaning, relevance, and survival in the digital age. Creators without an audience. Diminishing returns in the AI economy. Remember when uploading a song to YouTube or publishing a blog felt like entering the world stage? Now today, you're just one drop in an ocean of digital noise and where there is a diminishing effort to reward ratio. In this saturated market, the reward for creation keeps shrinking. As Harvard economist Shoshana Zuboff warns, in the age of surveillance capitalism, attention has become commodified and fiercely contested. Have you noticed of late how a lot of YouTube videos appear to be either partly or totally generated by AI? If this trend continues, the result will be a digital garbage tsunami where we're increasingly flooded by an excess of AI-generated crap. Anyone with a keyboard, a prompt, and an IQ above room temperature can now flood the net. The inevitable result? A devaluation of creativity itself. The race to create will eventually generate a race to saturate. If the creator crisis plays out in this way, making money from creative work will be harder than ever because of oversupply and insufficient demand. Even brilliant work may drown in obscurity without marketing, branding, and virality. Like playing music in a stadium where 1,000 other bands are playing all at once, and with almost nobody getting heard. Prompting becomes power, the new literacy of the AI age. In this world, he who prompts best wins. Knowing how to talk to the machines will become a key component of digital literacy, or digital wisdom, my more expansive term for that. The computer revolution favored coders. Perhaps today, prompting is already the new coding. But what's harder? Learning how to string code together or learning how to prompt? Hell, my robot can do both of these already. The implication is this. Those with the ability to prompt at high levels of creative excellence, to ask the right questions of the machines, will leap ahead in productivity and creativity. Those without this skill will be left behind. Yuval Noah Harari warned us in his book Homo Deus that, and I quote, "The new elite will be those who can harness algorithms, not just be manipulated by them." Unquote. But what if AI grants most of us the ability to toss the algorithms around? Interesting. Jobless but not talentless. Unemployment and hyper-competition. There's something else about the creator crisis that you should know. As AI displaces workers, unemployment will rise, especially in creative and white-collar sectors. This may potentially lead to desperation-driven content creation. Floods of content made to survive, not to express ourselves, not to share wisdom, knowledge, or helpful information. In turn, we may then see the rise of competitive toxicity, a Hunger Game economy for visibility and monetization, where the internet becomes an emotional and economic battleground. Ethics versus clicks. Why good creators may lose. In this poisonous scenario, ethical content struggles. Clickbait wins. Truth loses. Deeply thoughtful or ethical content is often simply ignored. Like a fully clothed girl on OnlyFans, nobody's watching. And if that analogy gets me in trouble, well, the machines made me say it. This ethical malaise is already happening. In these hyper-competitive virtual spaces, the algorithm rewards emotional manipulation, controversy, and virality, and tribalism. The reason why most of us are sitting in online echo chambers, having our political and ideological biases pumped right back into our faces, and that's not another OnlyFans analogy, honest. It's because it makes it easier for us to be targeted by advertisers. The moral compass of the creator economy is thus already upon us. As incentives shift, many ethical creators either adapt or burn out. As Tristan Harris of the Center for Humane Technology says, we built systems that reward outrage and polarization. The result? Spiritual and social erosion. Psychological fallout. Future shock 2.0 and learned helplessness. Another part of this seemingly dystopian scenario is the sheer speed of change, powered by AI. An acceleration that's creating a new version of future shock. This is a term coined by Alvin Toffler in the 1970s. If only Mr. Toffler and his generation knew how good they had it. For this is future shock on steroids. You know exactly what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Back in the day, we used to say that a human generation was about 25 years. Today, a generation of AI apps is closer to 25 days. That creates cognitive overload. Too much change, too fast, and the human mind can't cope, leading to learned helplessness. As outlined by psychologist Martin Seligman, repeated failures in adapting can cause people to give up, emotionally and psychologically. But as the failures build rapidly, one upon the other, many online creators won't just fail to adapt. They'll refuse to even try. Revolt and humanism. A spiritual revolution? Or that may sound awful. But here's the possible good news. I believe that eventually there will be a backlash. A humanist movement will rise to reclaim the soul of our species from the algorithms. New Luddites? Possibly, but also artists, educators, and thinkers using these new digital systems to create meaning over metrics. This will be the moral and spiritual equivalent of the environmental movement, a struggle for digital sustainability. People tend to get tired of living in darkness. As the poverty of a purely technocentric world becomes undeniable, many will turn toward the spiritual traditions as inspiration, drawing from indigenous wisdom, from mysticism, from Taoist simplicity to Jungian depth, and towards meditation and mindfulness. They will hunger for a reconnection with nature and the body. Overstimulation will begin to feel like emptiness, like meaninglessness, and no number of scrolled TikTok videos is going to fill the void. However, awe, stillness, and the sacred will feel like heaven, like a sacred stream to a man dying from spiritual thirst. As when the Renaissance dawned, as a new morning after the shadows of the Dark Ages had fallen across humanity, a new day could emerge to light the ruins. The flowering of the psyche, soul, dreams, and beauty in a deep future. The seeming contradiction is this. The same tools that have already begun to disconnect us can also help reconnect us. AI can give life to our dreams, and this includes quite literally. We can animate our inner worlds, the poetry, mythology, the music, our spirit-inspired visions, like never before. Carl Jung once said, and I quote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Unquote. AI might, paradoxically, help us do just that, if we use it with wisdom. Yes, the road ahead is steep. There will be chaos, alienation, even despair, but there is also a path forward. Think. The creator crisis will force us to revalue our attention and our deepest values. The collapse of creation for profit will return us to creation for meaning. And that imminent spiritual crisis may lead to a deeper human awakening. As futurist Barbara Marx Hubbard once said, crisis is an evolutionary driver. What breaks us may also be what wakes us. Now, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on human and digital futures here on the Power and Presence channel, and also how we might reclaim our souls in the age of machines. Finally, what do you think? Will AI eventually free us or finish us? I'd love to hear your comments below. I'm Marcus T. Anthony. See you again soon in the deep futures. Hello, Marcus T. Anthony here. If you're interested in the kinds of ideas you've encountered here, you'll love my new online Power and Presence course. The course purpose is to enable you to establish your unique, authentic self, what I call your deep self, and to live a life that truly reflects your highest potential, not what somebody else has told you what you should be. Each session has a specially designed meditation to help you embody your deep self. In the Power and Presence online course, you'll learn how to stand in the power of your deep self, how to develop embodied presence, making it impossible for others to distract you from your desired future, how to intuitively set your most important life goals and develop the wise actions to achieve them, how to develop digital wisdom, the unshakable capacity to know yourself deeply and master our minds in the age of AI. The Power and Presence course is available right now. Links are in the description. See you there.